7 Little Johnstons hate for Liz Johnston out of control? It's no secret among the 7 Little Johnstons fan base that hate for Liz Johnston is nothing new, as there is always plenty to criticize the TLC cast member for. However, did recent fan vitriol go too far? 7 Little Johnstons fans pegged Liz Johnston as a carbon copy of Amberjohnston. Over the years, one of the regular things that 7 Little Johnstons fans have said is that Liz Johnston is essentially a younger version of Amberjohnston. They both have this fundamental need to have their own way, and for things to go the way that they want. When they don't, they also have no problem strong-arming everyone around them until they get their way. 7 Little Johnstons fans have also accused Amberjohnston of favoritism, as it's obvious to most viewers that Liz is her favorite. Many have also connected the dots that Liz is Amber's favorite because Liz is the most like her, whereas annajohnston is the complete opposite. For example, TLC fans call out Liz for blocking them on social media, particularly since everything with the family feud has been playing out on social media over the last few months. 7 Little Johnstons fans have noticed that the family members have been closing their ranks and insulating themselves online. On platforms like Instagram, comments are either limited or blocked altogether. In a lot of ways this makes sense. Because annajohnston is the favorite among fans, 7 Little Johnstons commenters were flooding the comments on the updates of different family members to ask about annajohnston and everything that has been going on. So in that regard, it's understandable why the family members chose to go this route. 7 Little Johnstons fans continue to drag Liz Johnston online. Did they go too far? Even on platforms like TikTok, it seems Liz Johnston is going on the warpath when it comes to blocking any comments that disagree with her or criticize her, and there are plenty. Many commenters are taking to the platform to say that Liz blocked them, and fans as a whole have plenty to say about it. Even annajohnston responded to a fan comment about being blocked by Liz. As Anna wrote, "It's okay, I'm blocked by her too." One recent commenter said, "Nasty girl Liz, what a great role model for her unfortunate daughter." A second commenter added, "I kinda wonder if the kids never really got along, and as they got older, it just became more evident. Liz clearly plays into tea and as rules and wants, so she's favored." Anna moved far and beyond what the family expected of her, and it seems they don't want to accept that after making her the problem child for so long. Wouldn't surprise me if Jonah and Liz and are also envious that Anna escaped and is able to live independently and with actual freedom as an adult. A third person said, "Liz should be blocked for how long they kept perpetuating she was a real nurse." Another person piled on, saying, "Liz is the worst person on the show emo." 7 Little Johnstons Amber and Trent unrecognizable in throwback photo marking major milestone. 7 Little Johnstons stars Amber and Trent Johnston were nearly unrecognizable in a throwback photo they shared as the TLC couple marked a major milestone. On Monday, April 28, Amber took to Instagram with a duo of photos of herself and Trent, one recent shot and one from many years ago. 30 years of loving you. The mom of 5 captioned the update honoring their 30th wedding anniversary. In the throwback image, a baby-faced Trent and Amber embraced with their heads touching. It's unclear how old they were in the pic, but it seemed to be before they said, "I do," or welcomed their children. The couple's daughter, Elizabeth Liz Johnston, shared the same throwback pic of her parents in her Instagram stories, alongside Randy Travis' song, "Forever and Ever Amen." In addition to Liz, Amber and Trent share 2 daughters, Anna and Emma, and 2 sons, Jonah and Alex. They became grandparents in November 2023 when Liz welcomed her first child, a daughter named Layton, with her boyfriend, Bricebolden. 7 Little Johnstons were Liz and Bryce in serious car accident, or is it a scam? The latest 7 Little Johnstons teen making the rounds alleges that Bricebolden and Liz Johnston were recently in a serious car accident. What do we know about this so far? And is there any truth to it? Or is it a scam? 7 Little Johnstons Bricebolden and Liz Johnston adjusted to baby Leighton in season 15 scenes. As 7 Little Johnstons fans saw in recent season 15 scenes, the focus was on Liz Johnston and Bricebolden as they brought baby Leighton Bolden home and adjusted to life with her as new parents. It was an all-hands-on-deck affair, with the rest of the family also getting used to having Leighton around. A lot of drama in scenes as well. Amberjohnston tried to take charge, as she usually does, and with Liz essentially being a carbon copy of Amber, Bryce was essentially made into a punching bag for both Liz and Amber to take shots at. Were Bryce and Liz in a recent car accident? As much as 7 Little Johnstons fans are not fans of Liz Johnston, many viewers love baby Leighton, and for that reason alone, a lot of people still keep up with Liz's updates online. Interestingly, based on TikTok videos and YouTube videos online, they allege that Liz and Bryce were recently involved in a serious car accident. One of the videos alleges that, after getting into a crash near their home, both Liz and Bryce have sustained injuries, and that Bryce's injuries are worse than Liz's injuries. So far, neither the official 7 Little Johnstons social media account nor any of the accounts from the other family members has shared anything on their pages related to the alleged crash. So many TLC fans are skeptical of this until they get an official update on the situation. While some 7 Little Johnstons fans are offering thoughts and prayers following this speculation making the rounds, other fans are questioning whether there is any actual truth to this, or whether it's a scam for clicks. According to the majority of commenters, most don't think these recent car accident claims are legitimate. One recent commenter said, "One came up that Anna was arrested the other day. They are just clickbait emo unless a family member posts it." A second commenter added, "It was posted 11 hours ago, and Anna posted 5 hours ago about something unrelated, so I really doubt it's true." Another commenter agreed, adding, "I searched TikTok and found a video, but it looks to be fake/clickbait. Like you said, Anna wouldn't be posting regularly if something bad had happened." Another person said, "Hope everyone is safe, but if they did get in a crash, Amber would make them move back in lol." In the world of reality television, family life becomes a public spectacle. 7 Little Johnstons, a TLC series centered around the lives of the Johnston family, who all live with achondroplasia dwarfism, has captivated audiences with its unique blend of charm, conflict, and real-world issues. Yet within this tight-knit unit, one family member in particular, Elizabeth Liz Johnston, has increasingly become a lightning rod for criticism. Online discourse in recent months has turned sharply against her, raising the question, is the hate for Liz Johnston spiraling out of control? This article dives deeply into the roots of the backlash against Liz, examining the family dynamics portrayed on the show, fan reactions, controversies both on and off screen, and the broader implications of growing up and evolving in front of millions of viewers. While hate may be a strong word, the collective scrutiny and emotional responses directed at Liz warrant a closer look. Is this public criticism justified, or is it a reflection of the toxic tendencies of reality TV fandom? Reality television thrives on character arcs and personal growth, but it also feeds off drama and tension. Since the show's debut in 2015, Liz Johnston has transformed from a sweet and somewhat shy teenager into a more assertive adult, mother, and partner. Over the years, audiences have witnessed her milestones, relationships, breakups, and emotional struggles. Her relationship with Bricebolden, now the father of her daughter Leighton, marked a major turning point in her storyline, shifting public perception of her from the nice one to someone more complex and occasionally polarizing. But with complexity often comes criticism. Viewers of 7 Little Johnstons have increasingly scrutinized Liz's choices, communication style, and perceived attitude. Some of this may stem from the natural growing pains of early adulthood. Yet under the harsh lights of televised entertainment, every word and action becomes magnified. Much of the recent conversation around Liz has centered on her tension with sister Anna Johnston. What appeared to be a close relationship in earlier seasons has devolved into public distancing, social media shade, and apparent on-screen friction. The breaking point came when Anna claimed she was not invited to baby Leighton's first birthday party, a fact Liz publicly disputed. Viewers quickly took sides, with many expressing disappointment in Liz for allegedly alienating her sister. Adding fuel to the fire was a scene in which Liz appeared to say dismissively, "That's enough of Anna," during a family conversation. While some defended her tone as frustration in a tense moment, others interpreted it as a pattern of exclusion and superiority. These moments have contributed to a growing narrative that Liz is becoming, in some fans' eyes, a more judgmental and distant figure within her own family. How Liz is perceived. Her journey into parenthood has been portrayed with vulnerability and pride, but also with moments that sparked criticism. One notable controversy involved Liz reportedly taking her baby out of Bryce's arms during a touching father-daughter moment. Some fans viewed this as controlling behavior, questioning whether Liz was asserting too much dominance in their co-parenting dynamic. Others pointed to her comments about when women should have children, interpreting them as passive-aggressive jabs toward her sisters or a reflection of a narrow worldview. In a show that thrives on intergenerational dialogue and shared experience, such moments can easily appear divisive. Of course, the scrutiny Liz faces as a mother may also reflect societal biases. Reality TV mothers are often judged far more harshly than their male counterparts, and Liz's every choice seems to prompt disproportionate feedback. Whether it's her clothing, parenting style, or tone of voice, the expectations placed on her appear increasingly rigid. The 15th season of TLC's 7 Little Johnstons took a major emotional turn as Elizabeth Liz Johnston and her longtime boyfriend, Bricebolden, became parents to their daughter, Leighton. The arrival of their baby wasn't just a milestone in their personal lives, it also became a central storyline for the show, offering a raw, intimate glimpse into how two young adults grapple with the emotional, logistical, and relational challenges of raising a newborn. Unlike other seasons, Season 15 isn't dominated by large family events or collective storylines. Instead, it zeroes in on Liz and Bryce's journey, one that includes sleepless nights, communication challenges, shifting family roles, and moments of quiet triumph. For longtime viewers, watching Liz mature from a teenager into a mother, and seeing Bryce navigate the world of fatherhood, offered a powerful reminder of how drastically lives can change in a single season. This deep dive into Season 15 will explore how Liz and Bryce adjusted to their new lives, how the changes affected their relationship, how their parenting style evolved, and how these moments resonated with fans. The early episodes of Season 15 capture the emotional high point of Liz giving birth to her daughter, Leighton Drew Bolden. The show begins with real-time updates from the hospital and the immediate aftermath of the birth. For viewers, it's a surreal moment. The little girl they watched grow up is now holding her own child in her arms. Liz is immediately portrayed as a focused, loving, but slightly overwhelmed new mom. The show highlights her attention to detail and maternal instincts, while also exposing moments of anxiety and self-doubt. She is seen constantly checking on Leighton, organizing her sleep schedule, and worrying about how every small decision might affect her baby's development. It's clear from the beginning that Liz takes motherhood seriously, and that she feels the weight of responsibility. Bryce, by contrast, has a more relaxed demeanor. He's affectionate and committed but visibly learning as he goes. He admits on camera that everything feels new and unfamiliar, especially when it comes to soothing a crying baby or managing Leighton's needs, while balancing his relationship with Liz. His love for his daughter is never in doubt, but viewers quickly pick up on the subtle ways in which he struggles to adapt, perhaps slower than Liz does. This contrast between the two becomes one of the main emotional threads of the season. Their parenting styles are not in sync at first. Liz is detail-oriented and quick to take control, while Bryce tends to follow her lead, which at times creates unspoken tension. As the season progresses, it becomes clear that the honeymoon phase of parenthood is short-lived. Like many new parents, Liz and Bryce encounter stressors that test their patience, communication, and emotional resilience. Their conversations, caught candidly on camera, begin to reflect the deep undercurrents of exhaustion, emotional pressure, and frustration that come with caring for a newborn. One particularly telling scene features Liz expressing that she feels like she's doing everything, while Bryce, in her view, isn't fully stepping into the daily duties of fatherhood. Bryce listens but is slow to respond, leading to awkward silences and simmering frustration. For fans, this was a revealing moment. It highlighted how drastically the dynamic had shifted from previous seasons, when their relationship seemed light, playful, and full of romantic potential. Now everything is about coordination, sacrifice, and trying to maintain a connection under stress. Moreover, the fact that these disagreements are happening in the presence of reality TV cameras adds another layer of complexity. Every word, look, or sigh can be interpreted by fans and dissected online, which only heightens the stakes of every disagreement they have. Despite these growing pains, there's also clear love between them. The show takes care to balance the more difficult moments with tender ones. Bryce waking up in the middle of the night to rock Leighton back to sleep, or Liz confiding in her parents about how hard but rewarding motherhood is. These scenes ground the couple in emotional realism. They are struggling, but they're trying. One of the unique challenges Liz and Bryce face is the involvement of the larger Johnston family. From the start, Amber and Trent Johnston, Liz's parents, have played a significant role in her life, and their presence during Liz's pregnancy and early days of motherhood is no exception. Amber, especially, is seen offering strong opinions about parenting decisions, from feeding routines to sleep training to Liz's emotional reactions. While some fans see this as genuine support, others perceive it as overbearing. The tension between wanting to be helpful and unintentionally intruding becomes a running theme. In one episode, Bryce seems visibly uncomfortable as Amber directs questions toward him about his plans for the future with Liz and Leighton. His quiet demeanor clashes with the Johnston family's tendency to be vocal and assertive, leading to moments where Bryce appears to retreat rather than push back. The dynamic creates a subtle but noticeable shift. Liz is caught between two worlds, her loyalty to her family and her commitment to building a life with Bryce. This balancing act adds emotional strain and raises questions about autonomy and boundaries, especially for a couple learning how to make decisions on their own. The show doesn't explicitly resolve these tensions, and that ambiguity is what makes it compelling. Are Liz's parents helping or hurting the transition? Is Bryce passive or simply overwhelmed? These unanswered questions keep the storyline grounded and relatable. Becoming a parent changes everything, but for Liz, it also prompts a re-evaluation of her identity. In several confessional moments, Liz shares how she struggles to connect her former self, the adventurous, college-aged, free-spirited young woman, to the person she is now, a mother, a partner, and someone constantly responsible for another human being. Season 15 uses these confessionals to show Liz's emotional depth. She talks openly about the loneliness that can come with motherhood, the fear of not doing things right, and the way societal expectations, especially for young mothers, can become a crushing weight. But we also see Liz begin to reclaim parts of herself. She spends time with her sisters Emma and Anna, though tensions with Anna remain. She resumes small hobbies and begins discussing long-term goals. These scenes allow her to be more than just a mom. They let her exist as a full human being, one who is trying to piece together all the parts of her identity in the wake of motherhood. It's in these moments that Liz becomes most relatable to viewers. Her vulnerability resonates with new mothers everywhere who are doing their best without losing themselves. While Liz's transformation is front and center, Bryce's development is more understated, but just as important. His journey from supportive boyfriend to hands-on father is marked by a quiet determination. While he may not always express himself easily, viewers begin to see his growth in how he interacts with Leighton and how he makes an effort to improve communication with Liz. Bryce begins to take more initiative in caring for the baby, organizing time with his own family, and even beginning conversations about what the future holds for them as a family unit. At one point, he talks about moving forward with Liz in a more permanent way, hinting at long-term commitment even amid their challenges. By the season's end, Bryce seems more confident. He's not perfect, and he still faces moments of doubt. But he appears to be settling into his role as a father. Importantly, he doesn't try to match Liz's parenting style. Instead, he finds his own rhythm, which adds balance to their partnership. Season 15 of 7 Little Johnstons offered something far deeper than the average reality TV plotline. It gave audiences a window into the messiness, joy, and vulnerability of new parenthood. Liz and Bryce didn't present a polished version of life with a newborn. Instead, they let cameras capture the arguments, the tears, the doubts, and the deeply human moments that come with caring for a child. For Liz, motherhood has brought both a reckoning and a renewal. She is still learning how to assert boundaries with her family, how to partner with Bryce, and how to care for herself while raising Layton. For Bryce, the journey has been about finding confidence, learning through mistakes, and showing up even when it's hard.